You've been told all your life that winning an argument means having the best evidence, that logic wins, that whoever states the clearest facts walks away victorious. It's a reasonable belief, and it's almost entirely wrong. In this video, we're going to break down exactly how psychologically intelligent people navigate disagreement. Not by crushing their opponent, not by raising their voice, by understanding something most people never learn about how the human mind actually changes. By the time we reach point 3, you'll understand why being right can be the single biggest obstacle to changing someone's mind, and what smart people do instead. There's also something at the end of this video that reframes the whole idea of winning an argument entirely. Stay with it. A 2021 study from the University of Cambridge found that when people feel their identity is threatened during a disagreement, they become significantly less likely to update their position, even when confronted with accurate information. In other words, being right can trigger resistance, which is, to put it mildly, quite significant.
Most arguments fail before they begin. Here's why. When you challenge someone's belief, you're rarely just challenging a fact. You're challenging who they think they are. Think about the last time someone questioned a decision you'd already made. You likely didn't think, "Oh, interesting, let me reconsider." You got defensive. That's the identity trap. The brain processes identity threats and physical threats in the same region, the amygdala. Psychologist Henry Tajfel's social identity theory shows we protect our group beliefs the same way we protect ourselves.
So what do smart people do? They separate the person from the position. Instead of "you're wrong," they say, "I used to think the same thing. Here's what shifted for me." They depersonalize the threat, and when the threat dissolves, the mind opens. Agreeing is not the same as losing. In fact, it's often the fastest route to being heard. This is called the Socratic method, and it's been deployed by lawyers, therapists, and negotiators for centuries. Research published in the British Journal of Psychology suggests that people are significantly more willing to shift their views after feeling genuinely understood. Smart people find the point of agreement first, even if it's small. "I get where you're coming from on that," and then they build from there. This isn't manipulation, it's psychological fluency. You're showing the other person that engaging with you is safe. Once they feel safe, they stop defending and they start listening. What I'm about to say in point 3 completely reframes what it even means to win. Here's the mindset shift that separates genuinely intelligent communicators from everyone else.
They don't enter an argument to win it. They enter it to move the conversation, even if just 1 inch forward. Psychologist Robert Cialdini's research on influence highlights a key principle. People are more persuaded by those who acknowledge nuance than those who appear certain of everything. Expressing a small concession, like, "That's a fair point, though," signals intellectual confidence, not weakness. It also creates reciprocity. When you concede something small, the other person often feels a psychological obligation to do the same. A 2019 paper from University College London found that arguments framed as collaborative problem-solving produced significantly more attitude change than adversarial debate formats.
Smart people aren't trying to be right in the room. They're planting seeds that grow after the conversation ends. Remember the secondary hook at the start? The idea that being right can be your biggest obstacle? Here's the payoff. The people who are best at changing minds have understood something quietly profound. The goal was never to win. The goal was to create the conditions in which someone else could change their own mind. You can't force that, but you can make it easy. And that, more than any argument you've ever won, is what actually moves people.
If this changed how you think about disagreement, the next video on 7 signs you're not normal and that's your power goes even further, and it's the one most people message me about. Which of these 3 patterns do you recognize most in yourself? The identity trap, strategic agreement, or the goal shift? Drop the number below. I genuinely read every one.